Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Shibala Alam with our headlines. Eid-e-Miladun-Nabi, the day of birth and demise of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu, Alaihi Wasallam, is being observed today with religious solemnity. India opened 44 gates of Tista Barrage. Water level of Tista has risen over 75 centimeters. 10,000 families have been stranded. Prime Minister will inaugurate newly built Bangabandhu Bangladesh-China Friendship Exhibition Centres at Purvachal tomorrow. The holy Eid-ul-Miladun-Nabi, marking the anniversary of birth and demise of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu, Alaihi Wasallam, is being observed across Bangladesh on Wednesday with due religious solemnity. On this day, in 570, the 12th of Rabiul Awal of the Hijri calendar, Prophet Muhammad Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu, Alaihi Wasallam was born in Makkah of Saudi Arabia with divine blessings and messages of peace for mankind. He also passed away on the same day. The day is a public holiday in Bangladesh. Muslims across the country join special prayers marking the day. India has opened 44 gates of the Tista Barrage amid deteriorating flood situation in Uttarakhand. More than 252,000 cusses of water has been released. The West Bengal Irrigation Department has issued a yellow alert from unprotected areas from Domahani to Bangladesh. As a result, the water level of Tista in Nilphamari and Lalmonihat River crossed the danger level. It has risen to over 75 centimeters. According to the Water Development Board, the water level at Dahlia Barrage Point in Hatibandha has been rising above the danger level of 65 centimeters since morning. The lowlands on the banks of the Tista have been flooded. 10,000 families have been stranded in the Tista Chor area since dawn. Alerts have been issued in the barrage area. Meanwhile, 16 people are dead as heavy rainfall battered Uttarakhand in India. Newly built Bangabandhu Bangladesh-China Friendship Exhibition Centre at Purvachal will be inaugurated tomorrow. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is set to inaugurate the exhibition centre virtually, said Project Director Muhammad Rizal Karim. He said that the exhibition centre is the permanent venue for different product-based fairs throughout the year. Expert Promotion Bureau undertook the project in Purvachal New City Project area, which is jointly financed by Bangladesh and China, he added. He also mentioned that the exhibition centre is built on 20 acres of land area with a cost of Dhaka 1,303.50 crore, of which China has provided Dhaka 625.07 crore for the project. The modern exhibition centre has its own water treatment plant, SATV control room, Wi-Fi system for internet, a modern fountain and remote control entrance gate, he added. Police have arrested 2 more people in connection with the attack on a Hindu community house in Rangpur's Pirganj jail. So far, 49 people have been arrested in connection with the attack. Meanwhile, the court denied bail to 48 people, including Paritosh Sarkar, and sent them to jail for spreading insulting posts on Facebook. Judge Alaihi of Pirganj, Senior Judicial Magistrate 2, took a confessional statement on Tuesday evening. Meanwhile, miscreants set fire to a traditional religion house in a village in Chandpur yesterday. However, no casualties were reported. Upon receiving the news, the police and fire service visited the spot. Viewers are taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back. You're watching Bangla City SATV News. Now into the international news. 2 roadside bomb exploded near a bus carrying troops in the Syrian capital Damascus early Wednesday, killing at least 13 military personnel and wounding 3 others. Syrian state TV showed footage of the charred bus in central Damascus, saying the blast occurred during rush hour when people were heading to work and school. 2 explosive devices went off as the bus was on the Hafiz al-Assad bridge, it said, adding a 3rd device was defused by an army engineering unit in it, what officials said was a terrorist blast. There have been several attacks this year on army vehicles in eastern Syria by suspected ISIS fighters who still operate in the sprawling desert area. A program led by the World Health Organization plans to secure antiviral drugs such as Merck's experimental pill molnupiravir as part of efforts to ensure fair access to virus treatments. Known as the Access to COVID-19 Tool Accelerator, the program aims to deliver around 1 billion coronavirus tests to poorer countries along with drugs to treat up to 120 million patients. To pay for the planned purchase, the program has been asked G20 and other donors for funding of $22.8 billion. So far, donors have pledged more than $18 billion to support the program. Social media giant Facebook is planning to rebrand itself with a new name next week. Facebook Chief Executive Officer Mark Zuckerberg plans to talk about the name change at the company's annual Connect conference on October 28, but it could be unveiled sooner. In response, Facebook said it does not comment on rumor or speculation. The news comes at the time when the company is facing increasing U.S. government scrutiny over its business practices. Lawmakers from both parties have excoriated the company, illustrating the rising anger in Congress with Facebook. The rebranding would position Facebook's social media app as one of the many products under a parent company, which will also oversee groups like Instagram, WhatsApp, Oculus, and more. Another story from Facebook. It has agreed to pay over $14 million to settle claims that it refused to hire local US workers and instead set outside positions for temporary visa holders. The US Department of Justice announced on Tuesday that the social media giant will pay $4.7 to $5 million to the government and $9.5 million to the victims of the company's discrimination. It said Facebook failed to make some 2,600 jobs available to US workers and instead saved this position for foreign workers with temporary H-1B visas. Tuesday's settlement is the largest ever collected on the violation of the United States anti-discrimination provision in the Immigration and Nationality Act. North Korea has confirmed it's test-fired a new submarine-launched ballistic missile a day after South Korea reported the launch. The device has lots of advanced control guidance technologies, North Korea's state news agency, Korean Central News Agency (KCNA) said. It was fired from the same vessel that the North used as it's the first SLBM test 5 years ago, it adds. However, the reports did not mention leader Kim Jong-un, suggesting he did not watch the test. The launch near the city of Sinpo, where Pyongyang has a major shipyard building submarines, is the 5th since September the 8th this year and the first test of an SLBM since 2019. The North is banned from its missile test under United Nations sanctions. Russia hosts the Taliban for talks in Moscow today, seeking to assert its influence on Central Asia and push for actions against Islamic State fighters, which it says have massed in perennially volatile Afghanistan. The talks, which draws officials from 10 countries including China and Pakistan, are one of the Taliban's most significant international meetings since seizing power in mid-August. They come after Russian President Vladimir Putin warned last week that IS fighters were gathering in Afghanistan to spread discord in former Soviet republics flanking Russia. However, Russia's veteran foreign minister Sergei Lavrov is set to address the gathering. Bangladesh kept their hopes of playing in the main stage of the World Cup alive. The Tigers lost to host Oman by 26 runs in the second match of the qualifying round. Bangladesh were all out of 153 after batting fast at the Al Amarat Stadium in Oman on Tuesday. Naeem Sheikh scored the highest 64 runs. Oman made 127 runs for 9 wickets in reply. The Tigers' first win in the T20 World Cup, leaving all fears, anxieties and worries behind. Saqib, Mehdi and Saifuddin were the best bowlers in the match. Before ending, we go to the Euro-Bangla City SATV News headlines again. Eid-e-Miladun-Nabi, the day of birth and demise of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu, Alaihi Wasallam, is being observed today with religious solemnity. India opened 44 gates of Tista Barrage. Water level of Tista has risen over 75 centimeters. 10,000 families have been stranded. Prime Minister will inaugurate newly built Bangabandhu Bangladesh China Friendship Exhibition Centre at Purvachal tomorrow. We're up to date so far here on Euro Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news visit www.satvtv.tv. Stay with SATV.